Hello friends, good morning, and today we are discussing the new topic of the same chapter, chapter number 8. I already started, and in the for this chapter I said that 10 marks is weightage and 5 mark question also will select from this chapter. Now we are discussing the present situation of the agriculture sector in India. What type of present situation of the agriculture sector at present we are going to discuss this. But with this question, with this topic, we are discussing here what is the importance of agriculture sector also. With the explanation, I will explain about that answer also. If the question is in 2 marks, then you can write the previous topic, previous paragraph related topics. You can write which we have completed in my last video, and that we have completed what how agriculture sector is the backbone of Indian economy. That topic we have completed, and that is the answer of the importance of agriculture sector. But suppose same question in 5 mark, then you will confuse and you will think it's only one paragraph and how we have to write. So for that reason, I'm explaining about this question for 5 marks. Importance of agriculture sector in India. This topic also with this topic, present situation of agriculture sector, this both topic I will explain in the same main headings. With the main same headings, we can complete the importance of agriculture sector in India also. So carefully you listen one by one point, one by one topic, how we can change the answer for the present situation of agriculture sector to importance of agriculture sector in India. This both jointly I will explain now. The topic is present situation of agriculture sector in India and importance of agriculture sector in India. This both jointly I'm going to explain. Okay, friends. So now we have started the topic, the present situation of agriculture sector in India. Actually, India has been an aggregate nation. All type of economy, all type of sectors. That means industry, service, and all other activities are depend on the agriculture sector. Our social culture also depend on the agriculture sector. Before independence, during British Raj, during British rule, and before that ancient time period also, our agriculture sector has great part in our economy. It has an important role in our economy. Presently, agriculture provides much more employment, production, and export income as compared to past. But changes have been prevalent in this area. So many changes occur. Do you know, friends, in the past few years, during past few years, we have adopted new technology, new ideas, and new type of all fundamentals which are related to our modernization of agriculture sector. So due to that reason, new type of technology invented, new type of machines and seeds, pesticides invented, and due to that reason, production increased very fast in the agriculture sector. And it has a great contribution in to the share in the total revenue, or you can say total nation, as compared to other sector economy is the place. Okay. To understand these changes about their type and direction, let us examine some present scenario of agriculture sector. First one, contribution in the national income. Agriculture sector has great contribution in the agriculture sector. We can explain by this data which has economic survey 2011-12. First one, this table is related to contribution of the agriculture sector in the national income. In the year 2000, in the year 1950-51, it has contributed 53.1%. Okay. In the 1960-61, its contribution has decreased. Okay, 48.7%. 1970-71, it has 42.3%. 1980-81, it has 36.1. So you can see, friends, compared to 1950-51, it uh, if we are going to compare this all years, we can found it compared to 1950-51, it has decreased from 53.1% to 13.9% share only of the agriculture sector in the national income. This much percentage has decreased. Why? Because of other sectors increase like service and industrial sector percentage has increased and agriculture sector percentage has decreased. Okay. Usually the income of agriculture sector is also known as income of primary sector, and it includes agriculture crop, poultry farming, fishery and cattle farming. As per Economic Survey of 2011-12, contribution of agriculture sector in the national income, that means what? In the GDP, was 53.1% in 1950-51, which has reduced at constant price in the year 2011-12 by 13.9%. That means what? It has decreased very fast. Due to greater emphasis on industrialization since 1956, due to that reason, it has fallen down. And this fall in contribution in the national income of agriculture sector is due to steady progress of non-agriculture sector. Non-agriculture sector, that means what? Industrial and service sector. So the development of agriculture sector in India has become a complex issue. At present, it has decreased its percentage in the national income. Now you have this question when we have completed the present scenario of the agriculture sector at present. How we can complete same point in the importance. Friends, we can write same heading first and we can explain the agriculture sector's contribution as agriculture sector's contribution in the national income. Share of agriculture sector in the national income has decreased, but instead of that, it is very important for the national income because all type of other sectors are also can be grow up their level with the help of the agriculture sector. So it is very important. Like this we can write, but heading will be same. Okay, and for that this we cannot write any type of minus point. We have in importance, if we are going to write importance, we have to write all positive points that time. Only positive points we have to write. So heading will be same, but in the explanation, in the detailed explanation, we can change some sentences and we can write. Change some sentences, that means we cannot write it, its contribution is increasing. This type of sentences we cannot use. What is the truth? That only we should write. But we have to write positive because of each and every coin has two sides, head and tail. So what type of features we have to explain? We have to explain these features which are positive. Only these features we have to explain in the importance. Okay. Now second one point is the employment. It is in the agriculture sector which provides maximum employment in India. Because of you do you know, friends, in our India, most a large portion of the population living in the rural area, and these are depend for their activity. They are all type of occupation on the agriculture sector, allied agriculture activity. Allied agriculture activity, that means what? Cattle rearing, fishing, forest products, and poultry farming, and that's all. These all are allied activities. So over 72% population was engaged in the agriculture and allied activities sector, allied activities. But friends, after some time period, after independence of the India, the development program process has become speedier, especially development of the industries and service sector. So whenever you are going to write that importance, that time don't write this all one or last one. If you are writing, then also you explain compared to other sector it is, instead of that, compared to other sector it is higher. Its share is higher for the employment, generation of the employment. So after independence of the India, the development process has become speedier, especially development of industries and services achieved much faster growth than in agriculture sector. Therefore, employment dependency on agriculture has been reduced in 1951. It has 72%. That means 72% population was engaged in the agriculture sector, and in the year 2001 2 it was 58%, which become to 49% in the year 2014-15. You remember this one because it's most important for 1 mark answer. Next one is export income. Indian agriculture helps our country to earn foreign exchange by exporting necessary exports, and it helps to import necessary goods which are not produced or produced less in the country. Friends, what type of goods we are importing from the other country? These goods which cannot produced by our India. First one thing, and second one, base type of commodities cost is very high. Cost is high. If same type of commodity if we import, this price will be less. But if same commodity we are producing, then its cost will be high. This type of problems arise if commodities we produce in our India, then its cost will be high. This type of commodities we are importing from the other country. Okay. But this commodity which can easily produced by our India, this commodity we are exporting to other country and we are earning 70%, 70% income generated by only and only agriculture sector. Okay, but the development process, industries and service sector are at the topmost, and thus the contribution of the agriculture sector in export earning has reduced. It can be noted that in the year 2013-14, the contribution of agriculture in the total export earned was 14.2%, which has how much? Which has 70% during independence, which has 70%. It has reduced by 14.2% in the year 2013. Export earning was 14.2%. That means it has reduced, but it has a big part in the export income. So yeah, it has importance. But if you are going to write importance, then don't write negative points. You have to write its earning export income. Then like that. Next one is living standard. Agriculture sector is totally joined with our life standard. Our India's main occupation, at present also main occupation is agriculture sector. And agriculture sector is the basic support of the world's population because of per day whatever food we are eating, directly or indirectly, it has only can get by the agriculture sector. Correct, like vegetables, grain, and all other things. We can get only and only by the agriculture sector. So we are depend on that. Our living standard is depend on the agriculture sector. Agriculture sector produces two type of the crops. In this we have another question. What do you mean by the food crops and what do you mean by the cash crops? Difference between food grains and cash crop. This answer also we can complete only from this point, this topic. From the fourth point you can complete it. So if you want to write, you can start to write down this answer also. What do you mean by the food grains? How many types of the agriculture product? Agriculture products are two types, food grains and cash crops. What do you mean by the food grains? Food grains, that means all the cereal are included in the food grains. All type of cereals. That means what? This all things we use directly consume. Okay, these are known as food grains. Due to production of these food grains, India becomes self-sufficient. And cash crop are, what do you mean by the cash crops? Cash crops are those crops which directly not consumed by the consumers, which can be easily used by the industries and as a raw material, and then after it can be ready to use. That means a process done by the agriculture sector on the cash crop, then only this good can be consumed by the consumer. These are known as cash crops. Food grains like all type of vegetables, grains, they and flowers. These are known as food items. Okay. And all type of cash crops like cotton, jute, groundnut, oil seeds, sugarcane, etc. These all are used as a raw material by industries, and these are known as cash crops. Food items are mainly included in the food grains crops, and these have shown rise in the production. Present farmers are also engaged in the production of the vegetables, fruits, flowers. Therefore, it can be said that agriculture sector is satisfying requirement of agriculture goods of the people as well as industrial sector also. So average food grain available was 395 grams per head per day. First of all, we have this two answers here. What do you mean by the food grains and what do you mean by the cash crop? Then after, difference between food grains and cash crop. Now next one answer is, what is the average food grain availability in India in the year 1951 and in the year 2013? So we have to learn this sentence. Average food grain availability was 300. Average food grain availability was 395 grams per head per day in the year 1951, which was increased to 511 grams in the year 2030. Even there was rise in the population. Yeah, population also rising. Instead of that, it has increased by 511 grams. That means living standard is increasing compared to 1951. Even there was rise in the population. Therefore, it can be said that agriculture sector is satisfying the requirement of the people in the enough quantity, and due to that, average lifespan of the people is also increased. It is the growth of the agriculture production. First point, in the year 1950-51, food grains in the metric ton has 51.0 metric ton, which has increased by 264.4 metric ton in the year 2013. Then pulses 8.4 metric ton in the year 1950-51, which has increased. That means production increased in the agriculture sector. Same point you can write in the importance also, which is increased by 19.6 metric tons. Sugarcane, 69.0 metric ton in the year 1950-51, which has increased by 348.0 metric ton in the year 2013-14. Why I'm saying this each and every point, because of from anyone can be selected as a MCQ or 1 mark question in the board examination. How much production has done of the sugar cane in the year 2013-14? Then you can write 348 metric ton sugar cane production has done in the year 2013-14 for 1 mark or for MCQ. So please you draw same table in your notebook and learn it. Oil seeds 5.1 metric ton in the year 1950-51, which has rose by 32.4 metric ton in the year 2013-14. Then cotton 2.1 metric barrel in the year 1950-51, which has rose by 36.5 metric barrel. Okay, that means it has increased, and these all are correct data. This data given by the Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India, 2050. Okay. Now, next one point we are discussing. Already explanation we completed, so no need of the explanation of the next paragraph because of same explanation already we have completed. Now next one is the base for the industrial development. Now 6 points we are discussing, and friends you have to write this all 6 points for the importance also. A base for the agriculture development. This all type of industrial sectors. Agriculture is the base for the industrial sector of the India. Agriculture sector provides required raw material to industrial sector to do production as per capacity of the industrial sector to attain possible development. In addition to that, rural areas are becomes big market for the industrial product. Become about 69% population of India live to the in rural areas, and it is noticeable that 69% population of rural population has main source of the income from agriculture sector. I said that directly or indirectly, 69% of the rural population has main source of income from the agriculture sector only. Maybe they are doing agriculture activities or allied activities, but they are getting their income with the help of the agriculture sector only. Due to that, only rural areas are demanding industrial product like television, freeze, bike, and mobile phone based on. But how they can get? Because of their main occupation is agriculture sector. So agriculture sector providing raw material to the industrial sector, and industrial sectors are producing some machineries, tools, electronic gadgets, and their demand can be run by which sector? Because of the 69% population is living in the agriculture in the rural area, and their main occupation is agriculture sector. So industrial sectors related all things which produce in the industrial sector, there's all things not only sell to the urban areas people, they are selling to the rural areas people only. How they get their income? They are generating their income by the agriculture sector. So industrial sector also depend on the agriculture sector because of industrial sectors are getting all type of raw material from the agriculture sector, and whatever commodity they are producing, their demand also generated by the these rural peoples who are living in the agriculture in the rural area, and their main occupation is they are generating their income by the agriculture sector. So by two sides, industrial sector is depend on the agriculture sector for the raw material and for the sale of the ready commodity. Okay, friends. So we can complete these all points for the present situation of the agriculture sector, present situation of the agriculture sector in India, and for the importance of agriculture sector in India. This both topic we can complete by this main headings. Only by minor detail we have to change. Then we can write this all points for the importance also. What is our first point? The first point is the contribution in the national income. Second one is the employment. Third one is the export income. Fourth one, living standard. And fifth one is the agriculture productivity, living standard. And next one is the best for the industrial development, growth of the agriculture production, and last one is the base for the industrial development. These are points we have completed. Causes of low productivity of agriculture sector we will discuss in the next video, in the next lecture. I hope you got this all points. You have to revise this all and complete it your home. And if you are going to learn this data, because of from fifth chapter we have started some data. So friends, without any fail, you have to draw the table in your rough notebook and write this data. If you want daily, you can write this data without any copy. You practice for this. First you revise 2 times, 3 times, 5 times this whole data. Then daily you practice to write this data without any copy. Then only you can learn. Otherwise, no any other shortcut to learn this type of answers. If you want to learn this type of answer which are related to data, you have to revise 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. Then after, without any copy, same answer, same table, you have to draw in your notebook. You close your textbook, notebook and other study material of the economic subject, and without any copy in the rough notebook, you have to draw the table and start to write the answer. If you will practice for that, then only you can get answer. You can learn answer. Otherwise, you will forget this all data, and in the absence of the data, you cannot complete your answer and you cannot get full out of full marks. So if you want to achieve excellent marks, you have to practice for the learn the data. Because of in the absence of this all data, your answer will not authentic, not proper and perfect. So you cannot get full out of full marks in the absence of that. So properly you have to learn by this method only. First you revise data all, then one by one you have to practice in your rough notebook without any copy. You draw the table and write this data, like importance of agriculture sector. That means present situation of the agriculture sector in India. If you are going to write this answer, first you read 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, you read this full answer. Then without any copy, one by one sub point you write, then this data also. Then you can get this answer very well. Okay. And not only in this chapter, in the previous chapter also we have lot of data. And for that, you have only one single solution: revise and write. Revise and write. Then only you can learn this all data without any copy. You will write, you will say, okay, and proper, the answer will be proper and perfect. Then you get 5 out of 5 marks, 3 out of 3 marks, 2 out of 2 marks. Okay, and you can get 100 out of 100 in your final exam. So practice for it. Without practice, nothing is possible. Okay, friends, we'll meet again in the next video, in the next lecture. And during this time period, you revise this topic at your home. And if you have any query, any doubt, personally message me, I will solve it. Thank you. Be happy.